guys, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book haul for you. I'm actually super excited because I went to a library book sale and basically it was fill a bag for $5, so I got about 17 books for $5, which that's amazing. I also have a new family member. I got a kitten. He's so cute, guys. This is Vader. I just got him a week ago. So now I'm a kitty mom and a bunny mom. Now Lola has a brother. I think he's a boy. At first I was told he was a girl, then I was told he was a boy, so we're taking him to the vet next week and we'll actually see if he's a boy or a girl. But for now he's a he. But he's so pretty and he's so small and he's so friendly. You want to play with my face? He's so cute. He's going to help me do my book haul. Or he's going to run away and chew on everything. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, he sneezed on me. He's so cute, 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 he's so cute. So yeah, here's some kitten cuteness and a book haul for all you book nerds out there. Love you, baby. You're so teeny tiny. Here you go. You can go hang out over there. Let's move on to the book haul. This is the bag they gave us. It's huge. And I think I can show you guys how huge it is. Oh no! Gonna kill the cat. Let me try to show you guys how big this bag actually is. Okay, let's see. So this is the bag they gave us. The first book I got was One Door Away from Heaven by Dean Koontz. This is what it looks like. I have a few of his books. I haven't actually read anything by him, but I have a few of like the horror novels. I don't really know if this is a horror book, but I did read a little bit into here and it sounded kind of interesting, so that's why I picked it up. So basically it takes place in a trailer park and it's about this lady who is trying to, I guess, redirect her life, and she ends up meeting a young girl from a family that moves into the trailer next door to hers, and she does have a leg brace on her leg, the woman, so you know she's trying to kind of accept that. So then there's also stuff to do, I guess, with UFO sightings, and you know, just sounds kind of interesting, kind of sci-fi like, so I thought it was going to be interesting, so I picked that up. I also, a lot of these books, like, they're not books I would typically purchase, but library book sales don't tend to have a lot of young adult books. They have more adult books. And, I don't know, I was just kind of browsing and I wanted to fill up my bag, so I bought a few books. The next book I picked up was Dollas Eyes by Barry Wood. This is a thriller, and I thought it looked kind of interesting. My boyfriend actually picked this up and handed it to me and said, this looks creepy, so yeah, it has to do with, let's see. So basically it's about this woman who realizes that she has inherited her mother's clairvoyance, so it's kind of about like psychics, but she grew up in a wealthy family, so she doesn't think her power is something good. She thinks it's just this horrible thing, and ended up driving her husband away. She ends up following her husband to a small town to reconcile the relationship, and she ends up having a vision of someone being murdered in the woods, and she's the only one that has seen the killing, so she gets drawn into this violent killer's web, and ends up meeting a local cop who helps track the murder, and I guess she knows like the hair color and like everything. So it's just kind of like a murder mystery type thing with a little bit of psychic things dribbled in there, whatever. But yeah, it sounded pretty interesting. And again, this isn't a book I would usually pick up, but I just kind of like, you know, looked through some books, read the descriptions, and they ended up being interesting. And you know, maybe it's about time I start reading a little bit more adult novels since I'm like 24. Next book I picked up is The Watchers by John Steele. I guess it follows 3 lives. I guess there's some, I don't really know what this is about. Something with angels maybe. And there's a private detective, a dreamer, something with fairy tales. 3 lives, 1 purpose, save what's left of paradise before hell breaks loose. So I don't really know what this is about. I hope this is the first book in a series. It just sounded kind of interesting, so I picked it up. I guess it has to do, I think it kind of has to do something with, I want to say maybe like demons and angels, because it talks about something going on underneath a cathedral, so pick that up. Next book I bought was Annabel Lee by Mike Napa. Looks really spooky, so that's kind of why I was drawn to it. So basically, I guess it has to do with this girl who her uncle has locked her in an underground military bunker, and he left her with barely any words, a dog, and told her no matter what, don't open the door. And then I guess there's someone else miles away who is a private investigator who he's been visited by a mysterious older man who's been trailing him, and they lead to her office. Some kind of mystery, but the back of the book doesn't give me a lot of context of what it's about, but looks creepy, so I probably will like it. Give it a shot. The next book I'm actually super excited about. This was like an amazing find for me because I've been wanting to read this book for a while. And since I got like 17 books, I did the math and each book was about 30 cents. So I found A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab there, and I'm just like, yes, I want to read this so bad. I've been hearing good things about it. But yeah, I guess it has to do with like there's different realms and magic and stuff, and this person's like traveling between the worlds or whatever. I don't know, I've been hearing a lot about this book and I'm really excited to pick it up. And dude, that was like a steal. This is like a $15 book and I got it for 30 cents. Yay, library book sales. Yeah, I'm super excited about this find. The next book I purchased was The Voyaging by George R.R. Martin. Now, I don't think this is a book that's in the Game of Thrones series. I think this is actually a different series that he wrote before Game of Thrones, because it says before Game of Thrones became an international phenomenon, George R.R. Martin had taken his loyal readers across the cosmos. Now back in print after almost 10 years. Tough Voyaging. I said The Voyaging. But it's Tough Voyaging is the story of quirky, endearing Haviland Tough, an unlikely hero that's trying to do right by the galaxy, one planet at a time. So I guess it has to do with space, so it's like sci-fi. Yeah, I figured I'd pick this up, look kind of interesting. Next book I got was The Uninvited by Liz Jensen. This cover is really creepy. It makes me uncomfortable. But I guess it's about, like, literally the first sentence in this little description is what got me. It like hooked me instantly, and it sounds really creepy and like a murder mystery type thing. But it says, a 7-year-old girl puts a nail gun to her grandmother's neck and fires. An isolated incident, says the experts. The experts are wrong. Across the world, children are killing their families. Is violence contagious? Is violence contagious? Is violence contagious? I can't speak. As chilling murders by children paralyze whole communities, anthropologist Hesketh Locke has his own mysteries to solve. A bizarre scandal in the Taiwan timber industry. So I guess it's like a psychological thriller dystopian. Yeah, I don't know. Sounded interesting. So I got it. Alright, so the next book I purchased was Fear Nothing by Dean Koontz. So let's see what this book is about. So I guess it has to do with this character called Christopher Snow who lives in this residence called Moonlight Bay. He's different from everyone you ever met. Apparently he has a rare genetic disorder that's only shared by 1,000 other Americans, and it leaves him vulnerable to light. So his life is filled with all these rituals, and he must embrace the dark. He knows the night as no one else ever will, ever can. So I guess it's like just an eerie type of mystery because he's only free at night. I wonder if this is like a vampire novel or not. I don't know. Okay, the next one we have is called Bad Love by Jonathan Kellerman. So, an Alex Delaware novel. I guess this might be a series. So in here it says, it came in plain brown wrapper, no return address. The audio cassette recording of a horrifying, soul-lacerating scream, followed by the sound of a childlike voice delivering the enigmatic, oh my god, I can't read, and haunting message, bad love, don't give me bad love. For Alex Delaware, the chant repeated over and over like a twisted nursery rhyme in the first intimidation that he is about to enter a living nightmare. So apparently he's become the target of a campaign for vague threats and intimidation. I don't know, just another like creepy murder mystery book. And the next book I purchased was P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Aaron. I watched this movie and it was like the cutest thing ever and it was so sad. So I'm excited to read the book because let's cry. Yeah. If you're not familiar with this book, it's about a couple who is like happily married. They're like really happy couple and the guy ends up dying. So the story is based on just Holly's kind of coping with the loss, and she ends up receiving letters from him and he kind of takes her on this journey of memories through, even though he's dead. But yeah, it's super sad, super moving, and this is a big book, but I'm excited to read that and cry. The next book I purchased is called 0 Day by Jan Gangzi, I don't know. So basically it's about this girl who ends up getting kidnapped and her father is the president of the United States. And then all of a sudden she resurfaces and she's kind of brought back into this life as a 16-year-old girl who has to end up living in the White House. But yeah, sounds kind of interesting. Next book I have is City of Lies by Sam Hawke. It says it's a Poison War novel, so I'm guessing this is a series. Hopefully it's the first one in a series. But on the back it says, Poison, treachery, ancient spirits, sieges, the poison war begins now. So I'm guessing this is the first book. Has to do with like heirs. So I think it's like kind of like a fantasy. And basically the main character's job is to protect his sister because she is the heir to the throne. And they have to save their city because an unknown poison and army is starting to take over. And I guess there's something to do with ancient spirits and the land's rising. Yeah, sounds interesting. Next book that I purchased is Before the Fall by Noah Hawley. This is what it looks like. So basically it's about has to do with these 11 people who are on a plane and the plane ends up crashing into the ocean and there only ends up being 3 survivors. So basically the book I guess follows kind of the crash or the aftermath and it kind of weaves in the backstories of these passengers. And they're like a bunch of completely different people. And I guess like a lot of the wealthier kind of people on the wealthier passengers, I guess, were the only ones to die, so they're kind of thinking it might be a little bit sketchy. And I guess they're trying to find the truth within the wreckage. So, yeah. Next book I found were the Shannara Chronicles. I don't know, I heard a bit about this. I know there's a TV show, so I wanted to read this. This is the Wish Song of Shannara. I can't even say this, but I don't know, it looks cool. I don't know if this is the first book in this series or not, but I figured I would pick it up anyway because it sounded interesting. Next book I bought was The Apocalypse Watch by Robert Ludlum. That's what it looks like. I guess it has to do kind of with Nazis. I don't know, it says neo-Nazis, I don't even know. But this guy is, I guess, hiding in the mountains and then he ends up disappearing. So this officer has to try and find his older brother. Yeah, I don't know. And the next book I bought was The Wayfarer Redemption by Sarah Douglas. This is book 1. I don't know, the cover just looks really cool, and it's a high fantasy novel. I guess it has to do with this like ancient, these ancient people that are living in this like area, and there's a lot of lore. And I guess the people that live here are starting to realize that the end is near, so it follows these characters that are trying to fight the oppressive forces in their reality and figure out the truth of the Stargate. I don't know, it has a cool like map in the front. Sounds kind of interesting. Definitely a fantasy novel. And then the last book that I got was The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I've been wanting to read this. I don't know if I've ever seen the movie or not, but I don't know, I've heard a lot of stuff about it, and I guess it has to do with, I don't know, it's a bunch of like clues and stuff that are going on with, I don't know, a lot of history stuff. Sounded interesting. But yeah, that is all the books that I have to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this book haul, and I'll see you in my next video. Be sure to leave some comments down below if you've read any of these books or what your favorite book is that I got. If you want me to review any of them after I read them, I will be sure to do that. But also be sure to subscribe. I'll give you guys one last look at the kitty. Subscribe for Vader. Vader wants you to subscribe and like the video because he's so cute. Ow, it's my finger, bro. Vader says, like the video. If I had thumbs, I would give it a thumbs up. Is that right? Would you give it a thumbs up if you had thumbs? Hi. Ow. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Whoa. Nibble, nibble. Nibble, 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 nibble. Say hi. Look, it's you. Ow. Come on, we gotta say bye. Say bye, guys. Bye, guys. Oh. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.